and pregnant people in particular are in more danger in the United States today than we were yesterday as a result of the Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade.
You don't care if people die. You don't care if people die.
Before we talk about modern debates, we need to start at the beginning. America in 1776. The 13 colonies were breaking away from a king. People were fighting for freedom, safety, and the chance to build a new nation. In the middle of uncertainty and fear, a group of men wrote the Declaration of Independence. It states that all people are created equal and have unalienable rights, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The Declaration wasn't law, it was a statement of values, but it shaped how Americans think about rights, freedoms, and fairness. It became a moral guide that would echo through centuries, influencing debates about who has the power to make personal choices. These ideals laid the groundwork for future struggles over individual rights, and one of the most significant moments in that struggle came nearly 200 years later.
The Supreme Court today legalized abortions. The majority in cases from Texas and Georgia said that the decision to end a pregnancy during the first 3 months belongs to the woman and her doctor, not the government.
January 22, 1973, was the day the Supreme Court ruled Roe v. Wade, a decision that provided that the Constitution guaranteed the right of the woman to an abortion. It implied that the government could not make such a decision at an earlier pregnancy stage. To lots of individuals, Roe relieved and introduced a feeling of freedom to the individual. To others, it was like the nation having a step backward and defending the unborn. Then came June 24, 2022, the Dobbs versus Jackson decision. Dobbs didn't just weaken Roe, it overturned it completely. Dobbs assigned the responsibility of deciding on abortion laws to each state, rather than having a national rule. To those who backed the decision, it was a great win. It was putting the question of life back in the states, and it was prioritizing what they believed to be protection of life. To some, it was a deprivation of a basic right in the middle of the night. Fear, anger, and celebration and confusion all at the same time. Almost half a century between these two decisions transformed America, and the ruling of Dobbs altered both the legal and emotional landscape completely. Both Roe and Dobbs are connected to the same unalienable rights stated in the Declaration, which are life, liberty, and
the pursuit of happiness. I would say that a lot of folks, the main feeling that they feel after their abortions are relief, and I would say that relates towards personal freedoms, that relates towards liberty, being able to make autonomous choices about yourself. I think that it kind of ties it all together of being a liberated person able to make your own choices about your body.
These rights, including life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, do not exist in a vacuum. They relate to individual decisions regarding the bodies of people. And once it is a question of pregnancy and abortion, it is not just a moral or political issue, it becomes a medical one. To most women, abortion is not all about freedom of choice, it's about their health. Other pregnancies are accompanied with severe complications. Others expose a woman to the threat of being infected, the failure of organs, or even death. And as the possibility of abortion in case it is limited or denied, these dangers do not go away, they only increase. As the discussion of the issue of rights and choices presented, it is also needed to be discussed what occurs to the body of a person when his or her choices are removed.
There are a lot of medical risks. If they don't have any type of reproductive health care and they are pregnant and they're continuing the pregnancy, there are many risks to them, to themselves and to the unborn child as well, such as things that have to do with if they become a diabetic, if they have high blood pressure, if they develop preeclampsia. Those things are all very dangerous to women and to the fetus.
A lot of people think it's right that they should have a choice, as they appreciate the freedom and choices of having independence. There are others that are concerned about the unborn, and they feel that all lives are worth safeguarding, even at the inception stage.
Being pro-life is all about protecting the life of an unborn child, and that means from the moment of conception until natural death. Every child that is conceived has the right to be born into, a loving family that is going to take care of them and protect them and keep them safe. And even if that means possibly giving them up for adoption or finding the right parents to care for them, maybe through foster care, but definitely not seeking abortion.
Having the right to abortion is a personal and touchy topic that relates to the values based on which our country was established: life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. There are those who see protection of life as a before-birth activity, whereas there are others who see liberty as having the right to make the choices related to their bodies. The two viewpoints are indicative of the need to feel dignified, safe, and well. What is evident is that change is required. Laws and society should consider carefully striking a balance between respecting life and individual freedom. Through listening, understanding, and finding solutions with care and justice, we will be honoring the life, liberty, and happiness of all people.